Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sky, your writing friend, and we're going to talk about 2025 goals today. Wait, hold on. There's something so special about New Year's. It makes you feel like you can shape your life however you want it to look. And obviously you can do that at any time of the year, but I like taking advantage of this energy and extra magic to really hone in on what I want for the year. Not really a resolution person. I don't think those work for me, but I love setting goals. I also really like picking a word for the year, which we'll talk about. I did my goal setting on Notion this year with a template I found from a YouTuber named Nika. I'll link both the template and the YouTube video of hers explaining the template in the description, but I really liked it because it had a journaling element where you reflected on 2024 and what you wanted out of 2025. I think that's really critical for when you're setting goals. So I thought I would walk you through the template and how I filled it out and what my goals are, and then you could work on your goals. One thing to note before we get started, I did change the template a bit to better fit my needs. The theme of the year, the word of the year. I like to pick a word of the year. Last year my word was nurture. It was an amazing guiding light for what I needed. Was I nurturing my writing skills? Was I nurturing my family? Was I nurturing my mental health? So I always kept coming back to that word, and I definitely want to do it again for this year. My word of the year is going to be connection. I want to prioritize a deeper connection with my loved ones, more consistent connection with my friends, a more honest and kind connection with myself, and of course I want to continue to connect with the writing community. 2024, so many amazing people came into my life from the writing community, and I want to continue to deepen those connections and also make new ones. This is the template. There's links for the journaling prompts here. We won't go into that, but I did find that incredibly helpful. And as I said, the word for 2025 is connection. And I also really liked that they had a space here for the 2025 vision board. I originally made mine on Pinterest, but then in Canva, I pulled the pictures that I thought represented the most what I wanted. I will say that this is not just a writing vision board. This is holistic for me. For the sake of this video, we're only going to focus on the writing stuff. I really like the one big thing that's part of this template. What's the one big thing that you are going to focus on in 2025? And for me, that one big thing is going to be writing my next book. As much as I love the book that is about to go out in submission, I have been editing it for a long time, and I'm very excited to push it into its next phase of life. Really excited to get back to drafting, which is one of my favorite things about writing. Now on to the main event, which are my goals. 2025 writing goals. I tried to make SMART goals where possible, but I'm also going into this being flexible, knowing I have a lot of other things going on, so if I need to shift around priorities or add new goals or change goals, I can do that. First goal is to go on sub with my middle grade horror book. I'm very excited about that. That's in process. My next goal is to write another book. As I said, that's my one big thing. I am going to talk about this more in depth in other videos. Stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to submit 10 fiction pieces or poems. I was really good about that in early 2024. I submitted a lot. I got a few things published in lit mags. I'd love to be writing more poetry generally. It's something that, as much as I love to read it and it inspires me, I am a little intimidated by. I think it's a very difficult skill. So ideally, I'd like to write way more than 10, but just submit the best 10. To take a writing class or apply for a writing retreat, more on that later. There's an application that I am sending in a few days for something, so fingers crossed. I would like to start my Authortube channel and post weekly, so here we are, you and me, baby. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you baby. Let's try that again. Starting an Authortube channel was a big goal for me this year. We've already done that, so one half of that goal complete. The posting weekly element of the goal is the thing that I think is going to be tough, so I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to hit that. I love watching videos from people, and I love when they come out on a consistent schedule, so I'm hoping to do that for you guys. Thanks for being here and watching. Another goal of mine is to read 52 books this year. That tends to be my reading goal every year, but I don't always accomplish it. I would really like to read at least 2 craft books this year. I have a whole stack of craft books waiting for me that have been recommended or bought for me. One in particular that I'm very excited about that when I finish I will probably do a video about. If you're a writer, you gotta read, and you gotta read a lot. And then my last goal is to restart and finish The Artist's Way. I really enjoyed that in 2024, but then I got COVID and, you know, kind of got off the rails, but I loved the practice of the morning pages. I thought that was really helpful for me in my writing process, and I really liked the journaling exercises. It's not something I do very often, and I would like to do it more regularly. The other thing I really enjoyed about this template is the winning habits section. So it's one habit per quarter that you would like to implement, and most of these are not writing habits, but the Q2 habit that I would like to implement is a daily free write. So similar to the morning pages, but with more intention about what I'm writing. I would love to spend a few minutes each day writing some lines of poetry or spilling out a story that's been building in the back of my head, but I don't know what to do with it. I think getting that stuff out on the page can really help your creative process because you're not blocking anything. But also, those things could turn into short stories, long form stories down the road. That's something that I would really like to implement more regularly. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Please drop a comment and tell me what your big thing for 2025 is going to be. And make sure you subscribe. Bye!